Hi and welcome to this tutorial on setting music to a text, and the text that I've chosen is the Ave Verum Corpus for no particular reason, but quite a few composers have set that text. In terms of the orchestration, I think we'll probably go for a very simple orchestration, so a string quartet and voices, which is what Mozart used in his Ave Verum Corpus. I think Sussmayer also added woodwind for his to give it a nice tone. But we'll go for string quartet and we'll just add those voices in. So soprano, alto, tenor and bass. There we go. And let's just reduce that a bit. In terms of the key, well, Mozart wrote in D major, Sussmayer wrote in C major. So I guess out of deference we could go for B flat, as it won't be as good as either of those. So notations, key signature, B flat. Good. Now it's nice to have a little introduction, so with the solo strings, just having a little introduction to signify the start of the piece. In that introduction you can have some of your material, so you get repetition of your material, which is always good in a short piece. When you when you have a reasonable number of repeats of ideas, you wouldn't want, so for example, if your initial text that you set was over 8 bars, you probably wouldn't want an 8-bar introduction. You don't want the introduction too long, because then it gives the feeling that it's an instrumental work. So maybe a 4-bar introduction and then an 8-bar phrase, a sung phrase. I think what we'll do is we'll start off with the text, setting the text, and that's basically how we're going to do all this. Is we'll be writing the choral parts first and then filling in the strings. So we need a 4-bar introduction in the strings, as I just said. Also, that introduction can have a bit of interest as well, to make people aware that the piece has started. Also, if you're setting for a choir that's not particularly professional, having an introduction gives them their pitches and their tempo as well, so it's quite useful in that way. So the initial lines of the Ave Verum Corpus. So the Ave Verum Corpus means Hail True Body. So we could have, if we're writing an 8-bar phrase, we could have 2 bars on the Ave Verum Corpus, and then the final bar on the final part of the sentence. So let's do that. So something very simple that we could go with is just starting on B flat. So starting on the tonic. So as I said, 2 bars with the initial exclamation of Ave Verum Corpus, and then we could then build that up onto the dominant 7th, and then back onto the root, onto the tonic. And as the Ave is a hail, we could have something like, oops. And have this held, and just to add lyrics you just press Ctrl and L in Sibelius. So Ave Verum Corpus. Just think of the syllables when you're writing this kind of stuff. Corpus. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Just to add a little bit of interest, we could dot this and have these as semiquavers. So that's good. Let's just separate this out a bit. Where's that gone? Okay, when it all goes wrong, the best thing to do is just delete and start again. we'll go from there. Ave Verum Corpus. Okay, good. So we'll want to just build this up. So we'll have this on the C next. So that's the dominant 7th chord. And so here we go to the dominant. So the dominant 7th here. So we're on the tonic, dominant 7th, tonic. That'll obviously be in first inversion now. And this one, first inversion to probably 2B, which is the C minor chord in first inversion. So let's just put those ideas in the bass line. In fact, because we want the bass to have the same rhythm, we'll just do that. And then we've got the lyrics for us. And let's do that as well here. Great, so I'll probably leave it there. You can hear how it's building up nicely. Okay, and then after that we'll build it up to loud here, and then after that, for the final part of the sentence, we'll have a soft bit to give it a little bit of contrast. And then we'll think about in the next video we'll also think about the introduction. Now we've worked out roughly what we're going to be doing in terms of this, the chord sequence and these little ideas. We can work that into the introduction. Great, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please do join me next time. Thanks.